Hey guys, this is Blake Wirtz with Wirtz Fire Photography. I just want to give everyone a little overview of what fire photography is and who are fire photographers. So you can go here to Wikipedia and see their article on fire photography. So what fire photography is the act of taking photographs in fire operations. Normally that they're close and dangerous to a scene, just like firefighters, and they must have special skills and knowledge about emergency incident scenes, operations, health, and safety, and are often required to wear protective equipment. So I myself am a fire photographer. I've been with a fire department since 2014, March 2014. I started fire photography back in early 2013, so I've been doing this for a while. I had a local fire photographer give me a packet of, your rights and different camera techniques and stuff like that. I also took my Pennsylvania EMT basic course. I took that so I know about patients' rights, HIPAA, all that good stuff. I also know like the safety limits and stuff like that of being on a scene. Standing in the middle of the road trying to take a picture probably isn't a smart idea. Just common sense stuff. So as you can see here, one of these fire photographers took a picture of a major fire. So he's not blocking any hoses, not blocking any apparatus, not blocking anything to interfere with the scene. And that's pretty much what I do. I far enough away from a scene to where I can get pictures, videos, stuff like that without interfering. Some fire photographers, they use their pictures for investigations, so arson. Departments use these for training, so if there's an incident that they're on and they need to improve something, they can go back, look at the pictures, videos, stuff like that. These can be used for fire prevention. You're going to an elementary school or you're going to some sort of school and you want to give a presentation. Well, you can use these pictures, these videos, and stuff like that to show whoever you're giving a presentation to of what the fire department does, what they're doing, etc. They can also look at post-incident analysis. So if there's something that command would like to see after the incident's over, maybe in an investigation there was an arson, somebody can go in, somebody can take a look at your pictures and look to see the crowd. I had a photographer buddy that was taking pictures of a scene, and here it ended up being arson, and the photographer actually caught the suspect in one of his pictures, and the police used that evidence in court. We're also there for the public, so our pictures, our videos, and our stuff are all open to the public. My stuff gets sold, is uploaded to YouTube. I also make money off of this. This is my kind of like a part-time job. The media can use my stuff. I actually had a top communications company actually buy some of my photos. So this is why I'm out doing it. I'm not just, going out and chasing fire apparatus and stuff like that just for the fun of it. I'm also making money off of this as well. When I'm on the scene and I'm taking pictures and video and stuff like that, and I upload this, many other fire departments see this stuff as well. So they can use this for their training and what they need to use as well. If something happens on the scene that can be improved, other departments can learn from this and use this as training. It's not just that department that can use this stuff for training, so that is another good thing of fire photography as well. Again, back with the public view and stuff like that. The public likes to see this stuff, but everyday life, is busy and stuff like that. People have to go to work, take care of their kids, do whatever. The community likes to see what the emergency services departments are doing. They like to see what the police are doing. They like to see what the fire and EMS departments are doing, what public works, stuff like that. It's not just taking pictures of fires and stuff like that. Taking pictures of training, taking pictures of parades, different fire events, stuff like that. It's all getting the public to see what we're doing, and also having a positive interaction with the community as well. A lot of the news agencies you'll see of, police officers having to use their weapons or something like that. You can see the different departments in a positive manner. So a formal fire photographer certification process is being drafted by the International Association of Fire Photography. And what they want to do is they want to have an individual with significant training, skills, knowledge in relevant areas like health and safety, firefighting operations, etc. to operate within a safety perimeter of an emergency incident scene. So not just everybody can call themselves a fire photographer. If they do not know skills and knowledge in health and safety, firefighting operations, have significant training, work within the fire department, stuff like that. Not only is it dangerous, but they're not a formal fire photographer. So this is just this page here. You can also look at these external links. They're very helpful as well. There's very many fire photographer associations that you can be a part of as well and get some information that way. So here's an article that I found of firefighters or fire photographers that are work aids to firefighters and investigators. So as you can see here, this guy, he fires off a photograph as soon as he arrives at the scene. He has a hard hat and yellow reflective vest with the words fire photographer. I have that as well. I have a yellow Carnes 1044 2016 helmet with a front that says fire department photo and has my name on it. That identifies myself and also keeps me safe on the scene. I also have a reflective yellow vest. On the back of it, it says fire photo in black bold lettering, also for identification. I also carry an ID card with me as well that I clip on to my shirt or any type of gear that I'm wearing that identifies myself as a fire photographer, my name, and everything that they would need to see when entering a scene. This guy, he photographs the entire fire scene, just like most fire photographers do. This junior firefighter started taking photographs at various scenes because, junior firefighters are very limited with their jobs. You can also turn this into a hobby. I know many people do. They use their Facebook and social media for a lot of to upload their work. So Facebook, this guy's saying Facebook is definitely his main outlet. Some of his posts get shared 15 to 100 times. And just like me, I have my own Facebook page. A lot of my posts get shared very many times, get shared to many departments, and different things like that. So social media is great for fire photographers. Many fire departments appreciate them capturing them at work. A lot of firefighters like to use the pictures as, cover photos for Facebook or profile pictures, or just to show their family and friends what they're doing on scenes. This guy's saying here that the police department sometimes asks for copies, especially if it's an arson. and he doesn't charge them, and neither do I. I don't charge my firefighters, I don't charge my local fire departments, my police departments, I don't charge them. The people who normally buy my stuff are, like what I said earlier, the communications companies that want pictures for their websites, or different explorers or things like that want to maybe frame my pictures or do what they need to do with them. I'm doing this, mainly as a hobby, mostly for a job. I get paid for my videos, I get paid for my pictures, so this is pretty much a job to me. I also enjoy doing this as well. Some different things here in this article I wanted to point out. This guy's a straight up volunteer. He doesn't ask for anything. He likes taking pictures. The fire shots will tell you a lot about what's happening. And like I said earlier, most of the people who do fire photography are firefighters or retired firefighters. They know where they can be on a scene and where they can't be. And they also know what they can post online and what they can't. Most of these fire photographers are working within a department. A lot of people are not, though. So what I mean by that is some departments have their own photographer, so they respond to the scene just like everybody else. They get out, and instead of, maybe taking hose off or hooking up to a hydrant or whatever, they start taking pictures of excuse me, they start taking pictures of the scene. And like I said earlier, in this article, it really helps with investigations. So as you can see here, I'm on a public sidewalk. I have my video camera in hand, just sitting here filming the apparatus, filming the guys, and then filming the overall scene. And just like anybody else in the public, just walking by, there was also other people behind me that were filming this as well, just like me. So here, just filming the chief vehicle's lights, filming the Quint and everything like that, the apparatus that are on the scene, seeing what the guys are doing, different stuff like that. You'll see a lot of these scenes on the news media when they're making a report. These are the types of scenes that they get as well. So me just doing a little zoom up of the guys. And then here's them packing the hose up and everything. And since my camera has a very nice zoom, I'm pretty far away from the incident at this point. So that's pretty much that video there. I'd like to show you another video of this same department, the Alpha Fire Company in State College. They are responding to a specialized rescue, as you can see here in this video. Again, I'm on a public sidewalk filming. So I'm filming the rescue come in. The ambulance and the police were already on the scene. So they pretty much pull in. I walk further down here so I can get a better view of the rescue and what all they're doing. So again, still on the public sidewalk. The police are there on the right, as you can see them talking. The fire department's now walking up to the scene. We'll skip forward here a little bit. So I'm pretty much just filming the rescue and the outside operations, the chief arriving on the scene, and the firefighters making entry into the building. I'm not interfering with their scene. As you can see, I'm far from their operations. I'm not affecting their job in any way, so I'm clear. For any photographers, I suggest you look into this. This is the ACLU article that they want you to know. This is your rights as a fire photographer, as any photographer, not just a fire photographer. So firefighters, what to do if you're stopped or being detained taking photographs. This is the ACLU article. So legally, you're allowed to be taking pictures that are in public sight, so plainly visible from public spaces, is a constitutional right. That includes federal buildings, transportation facilities, police, and other government officials carrying out their duties. So that was just like the little intro. Number 1, when you're in a public space where you're lawfully present, you have the right to photograph anything that is in public view, or in plain view. That includes pictures of federal buildings, transportation facilities, and police. Such photography is a form of public oversight over the government and is important in a free society. When you're on private property, the property owner may set the rules about taking photographs. You can't just break other laws just to take a picture. If you're on private property and you're trespassing, you may be arrested for trespassing. So just know that as well. Police officers may not confiscate or demand to view your digital photographs or video without a warrant. The Supreme Court has ruled that police may not search your cell phone when they arrest you unless they get a warrant. I'm not going to go through this entire thing because it doesn't really affect fire photographers this much. We're recording fire incidents not as much as police officers, and don't really have a problem with violating the law or anything like that. We're well within the law. We're doing everything that we need to do within our rights. Police may not delete your photographs or video under any circumstances. So officers have faced felony charges of evidence tampering, as well as obstruction and theft for taking photographers' memory cards. So just be aware they may not delete your photos or videos under any circumstances. Police officers may order you to cease activities if you're truly interfering with their operations. So if you're on a police scene and you're interfering with what they're doing, they can legally seize your activities. Note that the right to photograph does not give you the right to break other laws. Like I said before, for an example, if you're trespassing to take photographs, you may still be charged with trespass. This is just a little thing with ACLU's Know Your Rights resource. If you're stopped or detained for taking photographs, just remain polite. Don't resist an officer. If you're stopped for photography, be respectful. If you're being detained, obviously, you can't leave. If you're detained, politely ask what your crime is, for what you're suspended for, and just know that taking photographs is your right under the First Amendment. Just be careful when you're videotaping. There's a legal issue going on right now with the state's wiretapping laws. So if you're concerned about that, look up your state's wiretapping laws and make sure that you're compliant with them. And this does not apply to fire photographers, so I'm not going to go over it, but they have photography at airport and stuff like that. So just know your rights. Talk with your department if you're going to be a department photographer, and you know, just use common sense when you're doing this. You know, not taking pictures of patients. You know, not taking pictures of license plates on an accident scene that could identify the patient or anything like that. So just use common sense when you're out there, and have a good time doing it. Thanks for watching.